So about to get some cooking outside. I think this will probably be the last time I throw it down outside. Throw it down outside here, bro. That's been my spot of cooking and stuff for the last past, I would say, like 18 months. Living in Massachusetts. I don't live in Massachusetts probably over 2 years and change, right? But the one thing happened when I moved to this spot, the owner, they didn't want we cooking inside of the basement because the scent, the scent and stuff that go right up through the roof, and they don't be happy with that. So it was like I could have stayed in the spot for a while, just for a while and stuff like that. But I actually can't cook on the inside of the house. So if you know anything about living in Massachusetts or the part of the U.S. that they get cold at this time of the year, it's like it that get cold, yo. So like I actually gotta wear this, my hoodie, one shirt under this, two pants under this, two socks and all of that, to come out here and actually cook something, and try to eat, because it's either I spend a lot of money on food or I gotta save a lot of money by cooking the food on the outside and sacrificing so my kids could be good. I could help my parents and help my kids and continue to build and buy land in Honduras. Well, mostly return. So actually by doing this, you know, we were able to buy 4 lands already back home, just living like this under the radar and stuff like that, trying to stay humble and stuff. Just be able to do stuff like that. You know, my wife, she don't like it at all. It's like a turn off for her, but it's like just making sacrifice in order to be able to get to the top. And I feel like this was one of the sacrifices them that I had to make to be able to try to position in a better spot, because it's like a lot of people in America, yo, they live in dog life. If you see people sometimes actually posting stuff and carrying on and showing you Nikes and showing you Gucci's and all of that, they broke. I telling you facts. They don't even got $10,000 in their account. They don't even got $30,000 in their account. Much less having 50. So it's like, it kind of, that's how cool it is. But it's like it's kind of tough to live in America and try to keep up with the trend of like, let me get the new bag, the new phone, let me get the new watch, let me have all of these different things. And they just broke, like, I wouldn't say that they only broke financially, but it's like they broke it mentally. It's like, what sense it make for you to move from, like, say where I come from Raton, and come to America and choose to live broke again instead of, getting to the point where you could actually save some money, do something back home. So anything like when you gotta go back home, you save your kids, them save your parents, you could help them, and you could provide, for your own people rather than trying to just live a poor life, trying to keep up with status and stuff like that. So I know a lot of people, I mean friends, family, I know a lot of people that have come to America and they surprise me after having 10 and 15 years in this country and not even going back home. And some that go back home, some doesn't, but it's like they don't own nothing. You know how sad it is to actually live abroad from your home, sacrificing yourself, but you still don't have the mental hack, right? I call it that. I call it the mental hack to be able to say, well, I just had one code. I know how to be able to do this from that. And I feel like it's simple. If you could actually just think about how easy it is for you to, this light keep going off, sensor. If you could actually think about it, how easy it is for you to just think like this. $1 is 25 lempiras in Honduras. $1 in America is $1 in America. So $100 is 2,500 home. So people used to like laugh at it when I used to say it like that. I ain't spending $100. I ain't spending my $50 on cutting no hair, and I ain't spending $35 on cutting hair. I buy me one clipper to cut my own hair for like $80. I buy two, one whole pot. So I've been cutting my hair for a long time. Now and then when I got occasions and stuff that I really want to try to go, get everything nice and neat, I would do it. But I could cut hair. The only part of my hair I can't cut is the back. Not cut it, but shape it up. So that saved me a lot of money. Um, Living here where I live in saved me a lot of money. It helped us be able to get to the point where we were able to buy land, throw up one three-story building. It's not finished yet, but it almost, getting to the point where it could be ready to start, having people coming in and stuff like that, having an income. But, that's just part of what my story. Like, I don't live luxurious in America. I don't even worry about luxury. Like, I don't think I got nothing that got brand. I feel like having brand really not a key thing. Then people think that, oh, let me get the new Gucci, let me have the new watch or the new phone and all of that. My whole thing with technology, I love having new phones, right? Like the best phone, I always used to like want to keep up with that, and I don't even do that no more. But this been a nice ride for me. I gained a lot of knowledge. I want to be able to look back at this one day and be like, okay, I've been there before. If I was there, I would have a downfall. But apart from that, it's like I learned a lot by being in tough position, um, having to make tough decisions. Like this one, this hard, this tough. Like for some people, this easier than it is for me because I don't grow up cooking in 30 degrees, 20 degrees outside and stuff like that. But I wanted to do it because I actually want to gain financial freedom in the quickest possible way that I could. And the way I know to do that is like in a fast pace is to save a lot of money and invest it as quick as possible and have return rather than thinking about working till you're 50 and 65. That not for me, bro. So it's like, if you could actually just, look at it like, bro, what's the quickest way to financial freedom? And me, I ain't one of the best industry in the world, trading the market. So with the confidence that I developed over the time and the years in the market, like I ready to step up to a new level now. 2025. I ready to step up to a new level where I can make me some big bread. Probably buy a couple houses in America. Probably buy a couple houses in America. But definitely the whole goal is to buy land all over Honduras, um, and build up mostly return, but on the coast as well. Already got two land that been purchasing on the coast in one of these gated communities and stuff. So it's like, only me, she been doing stuff, my wife and stuff like that. We've been doing some great stuff. So it's like, I feel like it's just about time to like level up, yo. It's just about time to level up to make greatness happen. And this just a reminder for me, bro. I've been humble, I've been hustling. I'm grateful for everybody that actually helped me since I came to America. I've been much I could conquer on one hand, you understand? But it was enough for a man like me. I ain't afraid of nothing, I'd try to use the internet. I'd use the internet to my advantage every time I could. Anything I don't know, I could search it. YouTube got it, Google got it, and guess who got it now? Chat GPT even like crazy, yo, like AI, like that shit, just doing things on a whole different level. So it's like it's so much different ways for us to be able to get the bag now rather than just think it like, on the same level and repeating the same shit. Rather try to use your head to make it happen. Kapel. Two you wanted to? You look like one little girl sometime, man. I don't know how you the act and stuff. Like your little yeah.
We're gonna throw it away, just fry it.
No, I'm being afraid. I just can't put all in, But yeah, getting back to the story part, it dope though. It dope. So it's like I feel like we'd have failed most of the time because we do seek knowledge. Or if it is one thing that I should have learned before, it's like if you got a mentor, somebody could teach you the game, it way easier than you trying to figure it out. And that speed my process up. And right now I still feel like I lacking because I should done be making like $30,000 to $40,000 a week or like every 2 weeks or something. At least a month. Let's put it like that. At least a month I should be making 40K with the knowledge that I have so far. But I just need the right time to be in the right place and put in, like, just lock in like I did in 2023. 2022, 2023, I was lock in. 2024 wasn't the best year for me, bro. It was tough. It was hard. I went through a lot of mental battles with 2023. But, you know, you live, you learn, and stuff like that. I had some terrible moments in that year, and seemed like they were just coming behind each other. Like one right now, one next month. Like, tough moments, yo. But again, if it is one thing that I'd have lived by, right? If it is one thing that I'd have lived by, trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean on to thine own understanding. Proverbs 3 and 5. If God can't make it happen, bro, nobody else can for me, bro. So I had to just keep believing that, God there, He watching, He listening. Some people that say, well, God do answers in their prayers, but I think otherwise because it don't happen to me. Not once, but multiple times. When I came to the U.S., I came through the back, in Mexico. I got lost in the desert for 2 days. And it rained on me. It rained on me. I run from drones. I run from dogs, from other humans. I got stuck something about to the point where I catch so much cramp, I had to lay down in the bush. Like, okay, this is the end of it. Like, what else I could do now? I just had to look up to the sky and pray to God to give me another chance to be able to find water, you know. And good thing it rained. I find one cow that took me to where some water was, and when I see that, I just start sucking that up, and that was water that was full of he shit. So it was like, how hard it is to actually dig down in water that in pocket mud, in really dirty mud, and just slurp it up, bro. Slurp it like no other choice. Like when I was hitting that, when I was surfing that, it was like the whole the whole you could feel the sun and the dirt going through my throat, and but I was the happiest guy right then. I feel like once I could have get that, I was able to continue to push. I don't know where to go. You're in the bush, in the desert. You don't know where to go. You don't got no signal and all that. So what actually saved me at that point was climbing up on one on probably 100 feet tower where I look like one little ants up there and frightened and stuff. And I get some signal in my phone to be able to pick up where to go. And actually by getting up there, I was able to see some poles that had like high tension lines and stuff. And I follow them high tension line all the way down to the road, and one immigration officer picked me up. But I mean, bro, no reason for nobody to fail at this point in life, bro. Everybody just gotta choose what they want to do, right? And how they want to do it, rather than complaining and not making it happen. It really not gonna make no sense. But just try and kill some fish head today. Last time I was frying fish, I think I was frying fish as well. But let's try and kill some fish. And this is where actually they jump in the cold plunge and stuff, like right next to where the cook. So it's like that how crazy it is. And then on the other side, this is where we the grill. And then this is where I park a lot of my construction tools. and stuff. And we have actually filming from my rigid chop saw and stuff like that. But I got everything ready to move the Georgia at this point, packed up. So all I'm really asking for right now is for God to, to bless me throughout this year, for me to be able to make great things happen, not only for me, but everybody that's surrounded by me, my family, my friends, my kids, my wife, like everybody, to be able to just be going to the top, yo. I'm connected to the right people and I got into the top. Like, I ain't fearful, I ain't afraid of nothing. I confidence and I got faith in God. What else I need? Hard work and discipline, that's it. I know I got a white tape, bro. And I look back at this one day and this will all be a memory and a blessing at the same time. God do never leave, he is alone, bro.